There you go. There you go. Everybody's live. There you go.
Yeah.
We're here. We're here. We're human.
Humans?
Are we human after all?
No, the worst. How better.
And
Don't put the blame on me.
imagine getting that bait that much. Anyway, there you go. Oof. Oh. Welcome to session 33, everybody. Congratulations, you made it thus far. You're happy.
Very much so. I'll accept it.
Good, good. So, without further ado, I guess I kept you half an hour late. Fucking League of Legends, fuck. Anyway, I have a simple question for you. Are you ready to begin? Are you ready? Are you ready? So,
Yep.
last we left off. So, last we left off. You all essentially had your somewhat very recent affairs finished. Chadwick, you essentially secured passage back to the Feywild for your little sister, and very hopeful that she will reunite with her parents, with your own parents. You taking advice from Karis and the pursuit of gold for all the little work that he can start you to do, offered you to venture into a vault that was recently sacked a handful of times by all sorts of factions, which of course you immediately took upon yourselves, and essentially, well, killed some demons. Nathan subjugated one, and of course, all 412,000 gold pieces is in your disposition. But after you successfully returned, Nathan, you asked for your newly founded companion's location to be revealed, as you described previously to Leo about it, as he informed that he has found your quarry headless, forest nearby. Some searching afterwards, didn't found your cat girl that you don't even know the name of.
Great
that-
irony, isn't it?
Yes, I know. That's the best irony of them all. As here you go. You've retrieved the body, realize that does it have a soul or does it not? Some discussions, some divine interventions, and a literal wish spell and a disposal. You essentially given her new life. A bit more different than previously, but hey, it works. If it works, it works. You cannot complain. And technically, that's where we left off. So, a good people, you have about weeks to do whatever you want before something. Or so it has been. Some.
Before plot continues.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe Pop will not continue after.
So we will continue after a short break.
We just go into full like base building D&D.
Yeah, like the UI changes completely. We characters to
Yeah.
like Sim's UI.
All right, everybody, pick a new class based on these parameters.
Carpenter here.
Anyways, I believe the last thing I was up to is I was talking to Karas, right?
Yes.
Alright. So the vaults. They kind of pulls out several bags, checks them, like each of them, and then plops down a bag with the appropriate 7. I believe there's 11 vaults that we wanted to open, 500 for each.
Yes.
So that's 6,500.
Mm-hmm.
and I plop that down for him.
There you go. It takes the gall and nod and says, "It will take but 11 hours, give or take. But I'll tell you what each bolt holds. Anything else?"
Oh, let's see. Besides for the scouting mission back at Death Wall, I don't think of anything.
He just kind of nods.
With that, I'm gonna take a nap. And Farron starts marching off to the beds, going to bed.
Is the rest of us still outside after what happened, or did we just go
Essentially,
back inside?
yes. Kinda, yes. Also, mind you, if you looked at the third floor, you realize that there are side rooms. Those are basically private bedrooms. If you want to pick which one is yours, they're all basically
I take the
same.
first one in the hallway.
Fair enough.
Which one are you talking about?
Hmm?
Oh, okay, those small ones, okay.
I'm gonna take a corner room.
Corner room. I'm gonna take one of the rooms next to Chadwick. Assuming that he basically took the one on the straights, I'm gonna take the second from the left on the bottom row. I assume these rooms are quite blank.
They literally just have a simple bed that is basically seen better days. And it's quite spacious actually, 40 by 40 feet. There's a door with no key. Yeah, it's just very bland. If you wish for improvements, well, I give it.
So, I assume, like... actually, fuck that conversation part. Given that I'm still outside, I assume that most of us are still in the process of, like... Okay, what the fuck just happened here? Given that Brit isn't present, I know
Yeah.
they can't comment on it.
Essentially, everybody's kind of astonished except for the cat girl and Elena, who apparently started this whole resurrection thing. Or both.
Holy shit. I'm gonna be entirely honest. Like, I assume Nathan and everyone else have just kind of been, like, looking at the cat. I didn't expect this to happen. And he kind of sighs for a second. Before anything else, I'm sorry about all of this.
Are you telling this the cat girl?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, unless you're gonna follow her, because basically she just went inside, just looked at you for a few seconds, and
This is what I basically said during that time period.
oh, it's fair.
And if she's then making her way inside, I will be following her. Actually, mostly because of Karis. Anyway, you said, sorry.
Yeah, so basically she would head to the closest pew that is available to her to just sit down and just completely disregard any rules that she would do in such a situation. She's just gonna raise her legs on the other pew and just kind of sits there. Just blankly stares at just the faraway wall. You're just gonna stare at her, Nathan?
Given that she does not seem up for a conversation,
You can roll me an insight if you wish.
I will. 1 second. So let's have an arcane. 27 advantage. 1 second.
Ooh.
23.
So, you give a quick examination for a good half a minute. Sits there, completely almost oblivious to her surroundings. You kind of just get this feeling that she's just reassessing herself. She seems to be flexing her muscles, twitching a bit, looking differently, staring, tilting at her head. Subtly, not very over the top. But she seems to be not at a loss, but more of a confusion. In whatever current state she is at this very moment, she has never been in a situation that's kinda weird to her. She's trying to readjust. She's successful at it at this very moment? Kinda. And also because you roll a 23, pretty high, you know that eventually you think she will start asking questions. Questions that usually is very trivial for someone who has lived normal lives.
There's just a very, very tiny grin on Nathan's face for a second. And I think I'd honestly excuse myself. I'll let you. What's the word for this? Like, I genuinely forgot. Not accept, basically arrive. You know what I mean?
Hmm?
I'll let you adjust. If you have anything to talk about, we're all around.
She does not say or do anything to you. This kind of continues doing her thing, completely oblivious to your surroundings. Or
Talking about the surroundings, is Karas anywhere nearby?
he's essentially very greedily taking all the coin as Farron is basically pouring it to his little post. Also, you realize something, Farron. 6,500 gold pieces is a lot. Like, it's a lot. It's not exactly like it's a massive pile. And basically, when it goes into a slam post, kind of there's like this almost like a small sink. You can just pour the gold as much as you want, and it just doesn't seem to clog up or starts filling up.
That's one hell of a bag of holding he's got over there.
Yeah.
Bag. Sorry.
Bank of holding.
Bank of holding, thank you.
Yeah.
That sounds like something every good fort should have. Basically an infinite vault. Directly protected by a tiny dragon. I think probably something that's a lot more than just a dragon. Anyway, I'd honestly just like meet up with Farron when I eventually find him. Given that you're still pretty. That makes the search a bit harder because I don't know what room he went into.
Well,
Well,
technically, all the doors are unlocked. There's no locks into them, so it's like.
True. And given that you took the first room immediately, right?
I think he did, yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe I'm disturbing him mid eating again. You took the first room through like
Yeah, I mean, literally, like, he was tired. He's going, like, he looked at the hallway
Hmm.
of rooms and picked the first one.
Okay.
Which in this context, wait, hold up. In this context, which hallway did he go down? Hold up, one moment, I need to check something. Which will actually change where he hands him. Alright, this
Also
one's
smaller
closer.
rooms, and the closest one would probably be like the top one on the left side.
Yes, but it went the other staircase. So just straight down that. You see the only room that's visible from that
Hmm.
staircase, the other staircase? It's like
Hmm.
third to your third to the right.
Yep.
That one. The only visible room from that staircase. He just looked at it, pointed, and it's
Mine.
his.
Did you leave any
Continue
mark
going.
that it's yours?
He didn't think to, so it's just locked.
Okay.
Try to open the door.
They don't have locks.
Then you just hear a snoring dwarf. That's up to you.
Halfway across the room. Okay, and that makes this part a bit more difficult. Guess I will talk to him later. In which case I will moving through the rest of the fort, just kind of like seeing what is happening. And giving the rest of the group some space.
So,
Yeah, I guess I'll go. I will seek out Nora.
well, Nora is present. She's basically also by the, but seemingly just not like sitting, but more like laying. When you come close, she seems to be asleep, but you can clearly see she's just letting time pass. Quite bored, actually.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking for adventure. What happened back there?
All of a sudden, she slowly opens her eyes to smile and says, I do crave adventures, I do. But not once really in some god-forgotten cave, mountain of golds. You know how many tales are literally the exact same copy of the same? It would have been even more bored if it was just a dragon.
Yeah, talking about dragons. And I'll show her the 4 eggs that I've been holding on to. We found these in there. Kind of stare at her as a dragonborn for a minute.
She petrifies herself a bit. She gets a bit. There's genuine fear in her eyes. She says, "I am not raising. No, you will. Don't you dare ask me."
I mean, just I've never raised anything, let alone a dragon, and you're a lady dragon. Could you at least tell me what I'm supposed to do here?
I know of one person. One. She presents a finger up in the sky, a singular one pointing upward. One person. That's my brother. Now, you might recall that I'm not exactly trying to meet up with my brother. And
yeah, I don't think I am either.
I have no clue how to care for the ex, nor would I really care, but you can also make omelets.
I mean, honestly, that would probably be unique.
Can you roll me a
Who's had a
perception check,
dragon
Chadwick?
omelet before? Was it?
Can you roll a perception check?
Yes.
Oof. So as you present the eggs, or at least one of them to showcase, you all of a sudden just see, just as you have this conversation, you look down and you see there's something dark. For a few seconds you think it's a trick of the light. There's not exactly just a bunch of light, everything is lit by torchlight. Then you realize something. They're a bit closer. There is a creature already inside of it. It is quite big, the egg. There is, well, omelet is out of the question, that's for certain.
Sorry to interrupt. My bonus is +8, so that would have been at 20. If
Bill,
that makes any difference.
You realize that there's a living whelp there. It's not exactly an omelet. It's not exactly an egg.
All right. Then I will seek out the only other dragon I know. Is he still on the perch?
Oh, you're gonna go to Karas. Yeah, you still. Is everybody just gonna just rally next to Karas, just like?
Hey, he's gonna need to have breath.
I assume, yeah. He's very, very pleasantly just chilling in his little, slowly but surely getting bigger and bigger, nest of gold somewhere up there.
Hey, little buddy, how you doing?
Nods, good.
I have a question. Maybe you'd be able to answer. You're kind of small for this, but you know how to take care of dragon eggs, and I'll pull out one of them.
It looks at it. It hisses a bit, but it's not a hiss of like anger or enragement, but more like cat. And it looks a bit to the left and to the right. Red means fire. You'll find fire. Place it there. They like fire. They like warmth. And the pseudo dragon all of a sudden just like a squirrel leaps off its lamppost. It just jumps on your chest and starts to crawl down your arm and just kind of gets close to the eggshell and just starts sniffing it. And with a few glancing swipes with its claws, it looks at you as usual and says, "They gonna hatch soon."
Yeah, kind of got that feeling. I just, it's eggs. I didn't think I was supposed to sit on it. I don't know. Okay, so fire. And I'll kind of just start wandering around. I know there's a forge, but I'm not sure if Cadwick realized it yet. He hasn't explored.
Well, there is a kitchen literally nearby, and that kitchen, of course, has an oven.
Oh God! All right.
Or additionally, can
There's
try
going to be
to.
a fine line between baked eggs and like hatched eggs.
I mean, you can. I don't know. Just try or I don't know.
Dragons on the half shell.
All right.
You can. Can you roll me insight and an intelligence check, Epic? Because you're clearly panicking.
I might need to roll this. Oh, all right. There's the
Jeez.
intelligence, and the insight?
You assume that at this point, just looking at the eggs, the amount of heat you're probably looking for in these eggs is something equivalent for you to scalding, not burning, not boiling, but scalding. There's plenty of ways you can do it. You temper the oven enough to basically produce that amount of while you basically get the eggs away, or you can just go outside and just start a fire somewhere. Let them chill, as long as they're protected, of course. Or maybe just the forge area, if the forge is hot enough, the whole room might just be sufficient enough.
Yeah, knowing that Farron wanted a forge, I'll start wandering around looking for the forge.
Takes you but a minute, and on the second floor, kind of forgot it's not the same. The second floor is the forge. You basically see a very modest forge, 2 anvils, in one giant table that could fit like a good 8 to 9 people. And there on the table just is Arthur with his old schematics and all the paperwork unraveled as he seems to be just kind of making calculations and frantically writing on a piece of paper hand things. So the forge is not currently lit up. It is cold, but you can see there's coal and plenty of kindle to start the flame.
All right. As I approach the forge, I'm going to send a message to Britt, even though I know she's not here, and Nathan. Hey, you guys told me to send you a message before I do anything. So, I'm about to do something. And I'll walk into the forge with just that message.
If I can respond, what and where are you doing something? Is this like a CC where Brit also gets the information that I send him an information or like a question? Okay. Would you tell me where you are / what you're doing?
Yeah. I just got to the forge. You remember those dragon eggs? Apparently they're about to hatch.
On my way.
Okay, Circle,
The
would you
second
like
you
to...
say dragon eggs, I'm just basically bolting my way there.
Would Circle be doing anything?
Well, actually, Sergal would probably be looking for Nathan at this time. But,
It was just in the main hall, then you basically saw me freeze up and then just bolt off into a direction.
which Sergal follows. God
Yeah.
damn it! The moment I need him, he disappears.
Yeah, within a minute, all of you are basically, essentially in the forging area with Arthur, who Arthur basically focusing on himself, making sure that everything is in order for his project. Ah, there you go. There's Chadwick. There's 4 red dragon eggs, and of course.
I'll be like fiddling around trying to figure out how to turn on a forge.
Okay, where's the on switch?
On switch. You can all 3 of you roll by the forge. Can all of you roll it into? It's a very simple roll, but I really want to just. There you go. Well, what you really just need to do, right, is just get a light source. There's plenty of coal, but not enough for a very long time. Maybe a handful of hours, but for a severe long time. And yeah, you can just wait a few minutes until the coals get hotter, and of course, then you fan the flames a bit, then you get the heat, or to smelt the metal.
I have a tinderbox. I'm gonna pull it out.
I think I think this is the first time ever in recording D history somebody used a tinder box as a. I'm so proud of you, Sergal.
It's because usually magic is so prevalent in the world. And I'm not going to use I'm not going to use Searing Smite to start a forge.
I mean, you could.
It
Let's
would.
be honest. You
I
very much
could.
could.
I could. I'm not going to.
Yeah. So you basically take a few bit of dry kindling and just a few swipes, and in a matter of a good minute, there's this calm flame over the charcoal. And as minutes pass, more and more of the charcoal gets burnt, smoldering, and of course, the heat, as minutes pass, becomes increasingly more prevalent.
Which I guess
those-
is slightly unbearable in the context of all of us wearing heavy armor.
At the
All
moment,
of
you're
you
just
wearing heavy armor.
you're kind of all just slightly sweating. It's just kind of like, yeah. Staying here for like an hour would not be good for your health. Sweating. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. Little dragon buddy told me if we put these near something hot, it should help them hatch. So forge makes sense, right?
It certainly does.
Probably the
On the other
closest thing
side,
to a mother we could give it. Or actually, did you ask your Chadwick? Did you ask what's her name?
Yeah, would that be Nora?
Sorry, Chadwick, you're a little quiet. What did you say?
You talking about the girl that I kidnapped, Nora?
Yes, Nora.
Yeah.
Did you ask her?
She didn't seem all that interested in dealing with little whelplings, so she kind of hand waved me away when I talked to her about it.
All right. This is the best option then, I think. Sergal will
quite sure how to feel about this.
lean back against the wall. Well, we already have children running around. And quite frankly, since we have somebody who watches over this base of operations, they should be fine even if they do hatch.
So where are you gonna exactly place these eggs? By the fort.
Yeah, I'd put them not like in the forge, but close enough that the heat is very prevalent.
Kind of cusp where you notice, okay, I don't want to stay here for more than like a few seconds because it's like kind of fucking hot.
Yeah.
As you do, at the moment it's not like super scalding because the furnace probably gonna take like another 30 minutes to fully like get. And you got like, if you don't produce like wood in it, like supply it, it's probably gonna burn out with its all supply in like 10 hours. But as you put the egg, and it takes like a good minute, all of a sudden you can see these not scales, but like almost like, I don't even know what to say, like residue, blood or something, like dirt on the shell itself. Seems to illuminate slightly, as if getting powered by something. And each of these eggs have these specks of this almost ruby-esque ash that just gets lit up. Not not like burning or anything, but just kind of. You feel like if there was dead of night, you could clearly see the ruby ash brightly.
And
Circles,
how's the fire
circles.
doing? Does it look like it needs more fuel?
You got like
I
10
just love the
hours.
fact that I love the idea that all of us are just like completely what's the word, like
We,
unsure about all of this.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're
None of us have
remember
ever
we're
hatched
we're
an
we're
egg, let
not
alone a
we're
dragon
not
egg.
even in our like 30s yet, are we? None of us.
Hmm.
We have
27 at
no
best.
idea how children work.
Especially dragons.
Including
Especially
the fact that most of us are orphans, so we don't even know how like normal parenting is supposed to work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But Sergal is going to walk up to one of the eggs and kind of like with his gauntlet, kind of rub at one of the ruby smudges, the ash, ruby ash. Does it come off or does it stay on?
It stays on.
Hmm.
It's not. It's not like it's dust. It's more like you don't know. It's like dirt. Something like it feels like it's like dried. Some. It feels like you can, if you have enough strength, you could probably rub it off, but it doesn't come strength. No strength.
If
I'm
we
going
just
to
leave them
try
like
and as a paladin, I can use my lay on hands to cure a target of one disease or poison affecting it,
Mm-hmm.
using five of my lay on hands pool.
Yeah.
I would like to try and do that on one of the eggs.
Do you know
See if anything happens.
Infernal?
Yes.
You all see as Circle touches one of the ash almost evaporates. It's like all of a sudden all the ash that was clean off staying just falls off it. And you hear this soft little whimper somewhere within the egg. A circle. You clearly can recite words coming from the egg's interior. Something. I am small.
Okay.
So now you have three eggs that are basically covered in this essence, and one that is not.
Yeah.
you do there?
What'd you,
I'm
what'd
like
you do there? What'd you
leaning
have?
over.
Circle kind of nods and looks at the other two. The ruby ash is bad. And I move to another egg and do the same thing. I repeat the process.
I'm gonna
Is
do
it-
that to one myself.
If it's noticeable what you're doing, I'm gonna do one as well.
So essentially,
Like, I don't know if you're
yeah.
lay on
We've
hands
all
as
we've
some
all
kind of-
we've all
Yeah.
done it 100 times before. I'm pretty sure we know what it looks like.
They basically each individual touch additional, and as you cure one, all of a sudden all the ash just falls off simultaneously. As you hear three almost simultaneous ushers. Circle, one voice goes. Second voice goes. See. See. The third one, or I guess the fourth one in the context of all of them, goes. Many thanks.
Glad I checked.
I mean, Nathan still doesn't speak infernal of any kind, But have we heard it enough by now that it is recognizable to him as infernal?
Circle kind of,
Or-
as Nathan is doing that, Circle kind of pats one of the eggs and responds in Inferno, like, think nothing of it.
Which
It's
just
a-
makes it even weirder.
It doesn't sound like any infernal you heard. Or maybe it's a different dialect or something. It sounds like hushed. Like, it sounds like those hushed conversations where you just almost think you can understand what they're saying, but not enough, because
It's mumble rap.
yeah, not mumble rap. Yeah, now you have 4 eggs by default.
So I guess those demons did something to them.
Only reason they would have left him alive, I assume.
Taking them
If they
over.
weren't useful.
Guess you're right
But
about that.
now they should be free-willed. For whatever that comes to.
What were you saying back there?
Oh, the
That's-
eggs were... You heard... Please tell me I wasn't the only one who heard the eggs.
I heard something, but you were the only one to respond.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard the whisper.
They were... They were saying things like, thank you, and I'm free, and I was just responding.
Hey, at least if it actually comes to the point of us having to raise them, at least we don't have to teach them manners, I guess.
Well, we'll probably
We'll do so anyway, but
have
still.
to teach them manner.
No matter that, if they aren't cursed, possessed, whatever now. Actually, just to be sure, Nathan like lifts up his blindfold once more and uses divine sense, which kind of like fills up his eye holes with like a divine light for a second.
That's weird.
Just blowing out of both eye holes and for a second, and then just let's see what's going
you
on.
can detect undead celestial and fiend, right?
Undead, celestial, and fiend, yeah. Also desecrated and holy ground.
You sense absolutely nothing.
I guess that's reassuring.
Hmm.
So at least right now, these things are neither blessed nor cursed. So I assume that was the only thing that weighed on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the three of us are just like sitting or leaning against either an anvil or a table to just like.
Yeah, we're like when you see like a bunch of dads like hanging around the grill and just talking.
You know what I'm more imagining?
Yeah.
The waiting room on the maternity station, like waiting for the women to.
Dude,
the wives
it's
to go
the
to breastfeed.
same thing. There is no difference.
I guess you're right.
It's still a bunch of parents just hanging around and waiting.
Yes, you're right.
One may be more tense than the other.
So looking at the entire thing now, Nathan still like has his eyes on the dragon egg, specifically the one that he healed or like cured. So what now? I don't just mean the dragon egg. I mean just
Is
like slightly gestures around everything.
hold on. Is Arthur just like hanging out in here as well?
Yeah, he's literally less
Okay.
than 10 feet away from you. He seems to be fully is in his own
Absorbed.
bubble. He did not even realize that you're literally curing dragon eggs. Just kind of
Curing dragon eggs of demon AIDS.
So
Actually, Nathan, I needed to talk to you about something.
Sure,
In
what is it?
private. I kind of glance at Chadwick and Arthur, then back at Nathan.
I'm gonna look around for a second. There's a few other rooms nearby, right? Like the
Well,
armory and so on.
yeah, there's like it's a big place. Like this is not like, oh yeah, each room is filled with furniture. No, this is like a quarter mile of area to walk around. This is like a place for several hundred people. Gotta go.
I'm just gonna like look around. I assume from our current position, the armory would be the closest space.
Yeah, basically.
I'll look inside. I assume the room is mostly empty.
It is literally you open the door and just it's dark. There's literally nothing there. It's like 100 by 100 feet of empty space.
It sounds quite festive. Anyway, I'm just. Can you take the torches off the walls here? You said
Uh,
everything was lit by torchlight, at least in
yes,
the open
yes,
spaces.
yes. There is
Hmm.
torches. Didn't place them, but they are
Hmm.
there. They're burning.
Guess I'll take one of them as looking towards Chadwick. Call us if anything happens.
All right. Well, gonna
We'll
sit back
be
and wait.
over we'll be over here if anything's happening. Circle, I guess we're gonna meet up in the armory.
Sergal nods and heads there. As he walks inside, like the at least relatively more private room, he takes off his hood and just stretches as he turns around. Those visions we had. I saw what Tarumak was thinking when he met me.
Was that part of the scene that everybody saw, or was that just his part specifically?
What was it this part? You basically
I rolled a nat
Mm.
100, I think, on the vision, and
Mhm.
so
Yeah, something
I
like
saw
that. Yeah, I
like
remember.
I saw like Tarumak's intentions and thoughts, pretty much. I think.
I guess we had different visions then, or at least
Only
slightly
slightly
different visions.
different, but it certainly revealed something about my parent. Sergal takes a deep breath. Turns out, Tarumak is my uncle.
Nathan's just taking a deep breath, slightly sighing on that.
His
That
brother.
sounds. Sorry, you were
His
saying?
brother broke some sort of pact in having me, and it was by mere chance that he happened upon me on the day I was exhumed.
So in that sense, he saved you?
No, I think I could have made it past the mountains, but he helped me. I'm just wondering if it was because I needed help or because I was blood. But considering this new revelation. I think it's high time I make myself known to the group as a whole.
I mean, one way or another, that's going to be hard to cover up if they figure out you're related to Tarumak in any way. There's
It's
got to be
going to be impossible.
a fiendish bloodline somewhere in there.
Frankly,
Not everyone has seen the horns, but I mean, it's going to be quite obvious that something has to be in there.
Circle kind of like, as Nathan mentions the horns, he kind of like combs his hair back. And they're starting to grow back in. Like he hasn't filed them away recently.
Tell me if you need help with that again. Really up to you.
No, like I said, I'm going to tell everyone soon. I'm just kind of worried about the reaction. Not like, ooh, we're gonna kick you out because you're a tiefling. No.
Eden grins at that
I'm
slightly.
kind of the nephew of the boss, so that wouldn't make much sense. Sergal kind of smirks
I'm gonna
at
be
that,
honest.
finding
Yeah,
a little humor in it.
if they try to kick you out, that's just gonna be a way for themselves to evict themselves off the pact as well. Sure, it's gonna be awkward, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work out.
Mainly, I'm worried about a Farron. I have a feeling that he's going to urge me to get stronger through my bloodline. I certainly haven't gotten the chance to speak with my god as you or he has, or Brit.
It's honestly a choice you have to make. He'll certainly urge you to make a choice, that's true. As long as you're getting stronger, it really doesn't matter how you do it. But if that does come out, I'm gonna be quite honest. I wouldn't be super surprised if he knows already. Might have just not mentioned it.
Farron?
Being
I
that far
don't think
down, I'm sure he's seen the tip of the tail.
I didn't really want to say much, but Karis might end up being an issue as well. After we met Karis, actually yesterday, or earlier today, I asked Karis if I had any other sibling, half sibling, or whatever. He said no, but mainly it was his reaction to my blood that piqued my suspicion.
Which ones? Sure, I wasn't there
Greed.
watching the entire scene.
He had a almost ravenous reaction to it.
Goodness. Said about demonic blood having some effects before, but think he would fit into that kind of
I
pattern.
don't think I want to give him any more of my blood anytime soon. But
It's an easy choice to make. I mean, to be honest, giving out any of our blood to anyone is questionable. So I guess, unless we have a good reason to, we shouldn't give it to Karas either. I know he should be trustworthy, but still.
hard
Did
to
you
trust
specifically
anyone.
ask about siblings and like brothers and sisters, or was it just a story about your family in
Specifically
general?
sibling.
Okay,
Specifically sibling.
so you don't know anything about.
Family in general. I'm almost certain that he would have mentioned two people. Tarumak and my father.
So here we are now. This is. Well, yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah.
Just all around.
We should probably head back to Chadwick.
Okay.
I also kind of wanted to get some of Dagger's incense and see if maybe prayer would help out.
Here's one matter resolving this. Araxis, quick question. Tarumak is known as the Seventh Vigilant, right?
Yes.
And he's known as a paladin.
Yes.
Is he known as a paladin of any specific deity?
Roll me a history check.
No, I do not wish. For fuck's sake. My PDF viewer is fucking with me. A second. History, you said, right?
Yes. Okay.
32.
Jesus.
Now that the trauma is kind of like blowing over, I'm finally getting back my memory of what I read in the archives.
You know that there's a handful of gods apparently he worshipped. Or that is, I guess, the rumor. Tarumak mainly is considered that he is a worshipper of Kelembor. But also there's theories that he is also worshipper of Ollivander and Tiamat. And Shar. But honestly, being the closest, one of the closest people from most of your time, he never worshipped anybody. He never prayed anybody. He didn't utter another god's name. Rumor has it the best one is Kalambor. Their own personal experience, he used to say he done.
I'm kind of like thinking about this for a second in regards to what Sergel said about using prayer as a method. I mean, really, try what you wish. Maybe Lavander's light will guide you there, and if not, you're the closest we have seen to Terramark's methodology in regards to the divine. Be kind of curious what happens, but I wouldn't force you on such a path. Yeah, any distractions, let's get back to that. Oh, one last thing. Obligatory ritual. Nathan pulls out Farron's flask that he still carries. I know it's a bad habit, but the rule is heavy conversations require this, and I throw him the bottle.
Sergal catches the bottle. Probably not before prayer.
When you take a swig, it's up to you. One has to be done. Kind of brings good luck.
Sergal nods and smiles as they head back to Chadwick and the egg.
Thanks.
Have anything happened with the eggs in their absence? All 5 minutes of that.
No.
Damn.
You might realize something that maybe the eggs will not just hatch immediately.
I just love the idea that all of us are just staring at the scene for like a few hours.
And they're just like, wait a minute,
just-
how long do they need to hatch?
Yeah. If I see them come back in, we'll like, guys, I'm not sure how long this is gonna take. I'm getting bored already.
Father of the year for 5 minutes.
I'll take turns
judge
then.
him. He's neurodivergent.
Main.
I'm
There's at least
plain
3 of us. Sorry, what?
He said I'm neurodivergent. I'm like, I'm planar divergent. Sorry.
And still here we are. To protect the realms and so on.
Yeah. I wonder if our dragon buddy would like to, I don't know, watch over them. Is that something he offers?
No idea, really.
Do I still have that fox? Tarumak's fox with
Yeah,
me?
you do.
I think this one will probably make a better babysitter than the money-hungry little pseudo dragon. And Sergal kind of sets down the fox and could I ask you to watch these eggs for us? Come to me or any one of us if there's any changes.
It just nods.
Sergal nods back and then looks to Chadwick. That should take care of it.
Oh, cool. Thanks. That'll work. Then I'll just kind of start wandering again.
Back to patrols. This place, as far as I remember, does not have a dedicated space for altars of any kind, except for like the generalized main hall.
And the desecrated altars in the vault.
I don't think praying at a desecrated altar is too much of a good idea.
Yeah, for sure. Sergal was planning on just like finding a good spot outside and smoking incense and praying, pretty much.
Smoking incense and
Smoking incense, do you mean like burning incense for the purpose of creating smoke? Or are you genuinely smoking it?
Whatever.
man.
It creates smoke either way.
He's gonna try
I love the idea of
I
you,
was mainly referencing the joke of the Holy
yeah,
Kush.
the dang holy kush.
Anyway, so anything else?
For myself, I would be checking out what tiny arrangements are currently existent in the apothecary, or what is defined as the apothecary.
So, to put it simply, in the apothecary, there's literally just one massive long ass corridor. Not a corridor, but just a hall. And on the one side, there's just an indiscriminate section where the apothecary begins and ends, and then the showers and the toilets that don't even have any barriers of privacy start. So it's both the the place to uh mend the wounds, but also the shitter. Um, as for the apothecary side, it is literally several tables and nothing else. There's no tools, no shelves, no nothing. It is literally nothing. There's a lot of
All this
stuff
will
is
need some work.
yeah, a lot of stuff needs some work. Same with the halls. You see that the halls have different layout, boring, and is quite a bit darker than the other room. But looking at it, it's literally just empty. Same with the barracks, except there's like beds, like by the side of the one wall. Oh yeah, it's just very barren. You know, this place could easily inhabit at full strength several hundred. There's only what, less than 20 of you.
This place is worthy and spacious enough for an army, and here we are as a group of less than 20, yeah. So we need some work. I'll just continue like roaming through the spaces for a while. Checking out like most of the upper spaces, actually settling into a room myself.
Mm-mm. Also, if you look on the very top, or I guess the stairways leads you, very top, it's basically just dead end. You basically see that the final floor has basically been caved in. The hallways go for for a dozen or so feet, and then just nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. That's pretty much.
I guess with that, I would just wait around for Farron to get among the living again.
Baron. I just gotta sleep.
Hours later.
I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but we kind of had a long day prior to this.
True.
We killed Dragon, rescued Chadwick's sister, teleported multiple instances. I don't know why everyone else is so energetic. Honestly, man, it's been a long
Dragon
ass
eggs,
day.
that's why.
But yeah, you know, if the DM says I feel rested, then I feel rested, and
Yeah.
I can be up.
Yeah, you just take a small snooze. The grind never ends.
Power nap.
Oh,
He's not doing it because he actually needs it. It's because it includes the word power.
Yeah. Power.
damn it. With that said, yeah, I mean, Farron awakens. We'll say it like that. Ow. He pokes his head out the door.
You would see that one other room on the corridor currently has an open door, because just to make sure that people know that Nathan is in there, because no room numbers have been assigned yet, Nathan actually left the door open.
Yep. Farron pulls out a cone and starts brushing his beard as he walks down the hallway. And momentarily glances into the open door room as he patrols the area.
Nathan's currently like sitting on the bed, just like actually like cleaning up, or like he's like sitting on the bed with most of the armor that he usually wears currently taken off and like laid out carefully on like a blanket on the ground. And he's just genuinely taking inventory of what he currently still has with him, what he still has in his backpack, what he's been having in there for fucking ages. Just like cleaning up some stuff. It actually takes a few seconds for him to notice you. If you yawn like that, he will notice you.
He does.
Hmm. Hey Farron.
Evening.
I assume you were resting?
Yeah. Kind of looks around as if he had missed something important.
You might want to check on the forges in a bit.
Someone go fuck something up.
The forges are currently being used to Nathan like pauses for a second, realizing this could be seen as slightly offensive to a dwarf. Then realizes it's too late to break it up now. You know those dragon eggs?
Yeah, not something you'd forget.
Chadwick decided that they were apparently close to hatching, and we're currently in the process of hatching them inside of the forge.
Well, hold up, hold. Yes, use a loading bar for a moment as Farron's reawakening brain is still activating its neurons, all 5 of them.
All 5 neurons.
4 of them are dedicated combat neurons.
One each for smite, hit, move, and yell.
5th one's a back.
Nothing more. Yeah. Emergency backup can be reassigned if one of the other 4 gets damaged.
Exactly.
What the gauge the intentions of the others with the eggs? Still brushing his beard, by the way.
Sorry, what did you just say?
What you gauge the intentions of the others are with the eggs?
Really no idea. It's just that there was only really 2 options, either they hatch or they don't. So at least for now, it was decided that this would be the best course of action.
Well, I hope, kind of looks around this place. As much as I like a legendary beast or two, quite frankly speaking, we aren't quite equipped for dragon care. So,
True, we aren't, but at least Sergal and Chadwick seem to be of the opinion that there could be a hope, and that Kauras may keep an eye on them.
I'll be frank. I scratches his beard. While I have utmost faith in our brothers, messing with a child, that's quite a bit of a more than Oh, I'll talk to Brett. But, long story short, maybe it's best we have Doran pick them up. Or I know of no other dragon god that would want anything to do with us.
True. I mean, technically speaking, we did have some break-ins with Tiamat before, but I don't think that's a good idea in any mark.
No, I don't think so.
I think we're still slightly on her bad side.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. It's just all for the wrong reasons. Oh,
True.
makes me wonder what Karak is up to these days.
Think we can ask Leo about that?
Oh, I mean, we could send him, honestly. I just don't want to interrupt his little isolation trip.
That's my point, really. Sending would be a bit bold, whereas on the other side,
As setting up a spy right next to him is not so intrusive. He raises an eyebrow.
A short glance, isn't?
I think it's best we just continue to have faith in the brother.
Guess you're right.
Oh,
It's your choice, really.
your lassie's back in one piece. Feeling better.
I am. I'm still a bit perplexed as to what exactly actually happened. I think a lot of stars aligned for this to happen.
Kind of shakes his head. Up and down he nods, sorry. Shaking your head is the exact opposite of what I meant. Well, with that said, laddie, gonna stretch this back. When are you planning to head out for the night?
I want to stay up a bit longer. I think that's like kind of when Nathan realizes the fact that he still doesn't have the name of the cat.
Cat got your tongue.
He bites his lip for a second and then just continues. I think she's still a bit perplexed and I guess switching from being an aspect of death to whatever she is now.
Oh, I'd imagine so. I've never been an aspect of my death myself. Can't imagine it's an easy transmission.
To be honest, you are an aspect of death, but for whoever's your enemy.
I'll take that as a compliment.
That's not a compliment, that's a fact.
Well,
However
not
you
that
want to
good.
see it. Huh? You were saying?
Chadwick. Is he watching over the eggs right now?
As far as I know, Sergal did something. Did I see that fox? Yeah, that fox was just visible.
Yeah,
normally, right?
the fox has been with me for quite a while.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, the fox that has been accompanying Sergal for a while has taken over the watch for now. Might as well take a look on the way down.
Probably for the best. I think we need to take inventory on where everyone's heads are at.
Well, Nathan just kind of gestures onto like the bed and the blanket on the ground and everything. That's kind of what I'm currently trying to do.
Oh, so this is what the mess is about.
It's not a mess if you at least have a rough idea what's going on.
I still haven't figured out what's in my bag fully, honestly, either. I'm pretty sure there's still a pet. Stops. Ah. He just doesn't finish it.
Nathan raises an eyebrow.
Good performance that was. Anyways. I'm gonna go off check the other lot. I hope the dragons don't spend too long waiting, because the forge is gonna be used for other things soon enough.
Waking up to the world and immediately being assaulted by the noise of hammering.
Dragons have had it worst, I'm sure.
Fine.
Anyways.
Let's see where things go. But I do think you're gonna need some upgrades to that forge. Have you talked to Karas about that?
Oh, me and Karas have had quite a talk. Yes. I'm quite aware of everything he can do with the area right now. Unfortunately, for this first little incursion, he'll be quite busy with the road. But it won't be too much of a problem. If Arthur thinks that area can work, then it can work. I have faith in him.
He's been there for a while now.
I need to have a talk with the laddie.
I'm not even sure if you noticed that fact that we were there as well. that he noticed that there's dragon eggs on the cusp of the forge. He's just been sitting there staring at blueprints of something.
Ah, then it does seem I need to catch up with him. Alright. Kind of.
Let's head there then.
Oh,
Nathan, given that Nathan is like only half dressed in his armor, he like takes the pieces that are necessary to fit the armor back into position and just like grabs them and is aiming to like loosely put them on like on his way back. Like the gauntlets are currently hanging off by leather straps off his belt because he hasn't bothered putting them back on yet. But like the cuirass is roughly aligned again.
love the method, hate the process. Let's go.
Very much so. Let's see what they're up to.
And to the forge we go.
Well, you do in fact find Harper there by a table.
Buddy!
Surprisingly enough, Nathan, he didn't flinch when you were there. He hears Herman's voice. All of a sudden, like something just slashed his back, just winces.
Fight or flight response.
Yeah. He takes a deep breath, looks at back, and just sees, I guess, Chadwick. All of a sudden, looks around, sees the eggs. All of you approaching. He just gotta raise his
Nice, I bet you focus. Kind of slowly walks over to Arthur. Blueprints. What are they?
I guess preparation. Something that I potentially worked out, but I guess Tugu is gonna have some pretenses to change and modify, but
Might I have a gander? Kind of looks over his shoulder. Well, I
Sure.
mean,
sure. It's gonna
So my shoulder jumps up.
She takes a slight step, and it's literally just one massive schematic where there's a very bad drawing of a horse, right? Because he tried to draw a centaur, but then he just kind of there's a bunch of like scratch marks, or I guess drawing marks where the head should be, and just focus on the body. And he has several semi-decent ideas, sketches of what should be on top. You know my intelligence.
Sure thing. Nay, and you're next to me. Do you want to roll one, or do you want to help?
Take my guidance.
Sure, I'll take it. Alright. Hold on.
So fucking evening. Oof.
Nathan's, sorry, Circle's, not even Circle. Farron's not going to be able to sleep once we actually do try to get to bed.
Wait. Is that just don't get
Yeah, that's just
advantage?
pure intelligence.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, I can choose to have advantage when I really want to, but this is just a casual look over.
Sure. You peer into the schematics and try to figure out, and yeah, you don't understand a bunch of symbols. They're numbers, they're letters, but you don't really grasp the meaning of it until you kind of figure out like what each entity thinks, or each individual chassis tries to accomplish, and you realize it's some sort of calculation about the weight, density, and maybe
Material science.
not materials. More like just physics. You really don't grasp anything, but it's probably for the sake of actually being useful. Because there's like a lot of like, how does it say, leverages and counterweights and all kinds of hypothetical additions to what seems to be for you a very simple thing of just put a metal thing on top of the horse and a gun on top of it. I just strap it very hard enough with no repercussions.
Donka knows best. Donka. No. With that, he kind of like nods as he kind of like analyzes it with his eyes. You know, it just looks solid. You know, nothing egregiously wrong with it, besides for the horse drawing. He nods. Nice work, laddie. One of these days, I'm gonna have to book up a fancy book on the numbers you're working with.
I don't worry, they're gonna bring some fucking books for you. Ponder, probably too many to read in your lifetime. So yeah, in 2 days, they will be available. Just need to confirm
Yeah.
if you're available for that.
He kind of shakes his, he nods his head. Yeah, it'll be quite the journey, but hey, you know, arming the people that are meant to defend the world, not a bad job.
And there's gonna be 7 of them.
Got it. Easy trip.
Kinda nods.
Oh, any special workings you have on yourself? This is just it.
For now, it's just that. I was really good at this whole thing. I'm more into the code side of development. But since code, he kind of looks at you. when he says code, there's almost this.
Like the fish?
No. He takes a deep breath and he seems visibly upset. Not because of you not knowing, but he does not like the whole thing of the subject of code. It's like weaving a cloth, but it's with numbers.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check.
You roll me intelligence check.
Can I join in that?
Sure.
Explaining just me outside of character. Ah, yes, code means out of character. The fish? Oh, hell yeah.
GG. Ah, yes, the despair.
You can hear your ears visibly shut off, and you see Arthur's face fade into nothingness as you just kind of get like cold words upon words. Well, Nathan, however, coding development was merely used for developing software for automatons back in Norn. From the most simplest tasks, the most mundane to more difficult and complex. Everything needs to be written by code. Same as if you wish to move your hand, there's a bunch of nerves that are connected to your brain. Same goes with the code when it comes to. Same goes with the code that connects metallic limbs to each other.
Have I heard of like the machines they used on Norn before?
Ooh.
Have I told a story on that before, Alexis? That's
That's it. Give me a second. No, actually, you can both roll me a history check.
Holy shit, that was bad.
the despair re-emerged.
And Nathan, your first reaction is like, there's been a lot of technology involved.
Hold it. I have guidance too.
There's a lot of technology that has been involved, but probably Farron knows more because he's the one who basically knows a lot of archipelago stuff. Man,
I just love the fact that there's this much of a disparity because I know how the machines work based on this, and Farron knows that the machines exist.
Yeah, basically, you know, Farron, that machines do exist. Of Norn as
Man,
they
I'm
were
big brain.
described. And technically they do still exist. The knowledge is not exactly lost upon them. I mean, man. Like, how much Norn tech there was and was described in Tales of the Archipelago people, but also the fact that, say, Lecter himself has a ship that is way surpassed Nornian technology by a handful. Seeing as he has a perpetually floating ship that does not seemingly need any source of any, you know, energy or arcane.
Oh, so this is your science magic.
Harper scratches his head.
Not
You could
quite magic from what he explained. Like,
It is.
as far as I understand it, there's no magic in this, right?
And no, it's just a lot of dedication and hard
It's
work.
lightning magic. What are you talking about? It's just fancy lightning magic.
You see, David, you see Harper visibly die inside.
It's magic that runs complicated rules by lightning.
Kinda.
That walking line.
Yes.
But you were so wrong, but not technically completely wrong.
Yeah, just kinda.
You can't just say no, but you can certainly not say yes to that.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of understand the headaches of Arthur in this case, but it's not worth arguing over.
Yeah.
You know, it's alright. Tell me when you get some books on it. I'll read up on it. Long story
Nods.
short, good job. Like your work.
Nods.
I'll let you keep to it. Let us know if you need anything. We just finished raiding a dragon's horde, so we got some resources on us.
Nods.
And Farron walks off, satisfied with his interaction. Let's go over to Chadwick, if Chadwick's still at the eggs.
Yeah, I'm starting to get bored though. Hey, little buddy, what's up?
Yeah, you're hatching dragon lengths over here.
Yeah, and I'll point at the four sitting right in front of the forge. They are digging forever.
Hmm. Can I take a peek at the dragon eggs?
Sure, roll a perception check.
I do not have a great perception. Sure, why not? 20.
20. You look upon the eggs, and when the fire goes bright, you can see silhouettes inside of it. In each one of the eggs, there is a whelpling there. And when you look at one of them, the one that closest to the flame, you think you can see it twitch.
Oh, I see what you mean.
In developments, I kind of look over from the schematics.
They're making progress. At least I hope so. Not much of a dragon egg expert myself. So, Chadwick, what do you plan to do with the eggs?
I mean, I didn't really think about that. I saw eggs, and I was like, they're supposed to hatch, because, like, birds hatch eggs, and I don't know, maybe we can have a pet dragon or something. I don't know. I'm going with the flow of nature here. Eggs are supposed to hatch, right?
I bet we could, I mean, honestly, I don't think any of us are quite equipped for egg well, egg hatching at this point isn't really a problem. Kind of thinks for a moment as he mumbles under his breath, indistinguishable words as he thinks to himself.
I mean, Nora was no help either. I mean, she's a dragon, and she's a girl. She couldn't. It's kind of disappointing, really.
Mm.
This is something that would be kind of weird to know, but Araxis Dragonborn in your world don't lay eggs, do they?
Well,
History check.
well, how do I say this?
Anyway,
No,
Is this
dragonborns.
medicine or is this?
Dragonborns do not lay eggs. Lizard folks do.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Solves
say you can
that
roll
debate.
me a history
Wonderful.
check, but I think you would know this as a purely logical fact.
I assume this is a debate that has been had like a few hundred times at different states that we know. So
Oh no,
Yeah, just-
they people really quickly figure out that dragonborns have fucking
yeah, but there's
many.
always someone who doesn't know.
No. The best part is the main people how they like the hot debate is not if dragonborns can lay eggs or have children. It's more which one is a dragonborn and which one is a lizard folk. And then you go, the lizard folk lay eggs. The dragonborn just have children. Yeah.
With that said,
So what you're saying, if you're not sure if it's a lizard folk or a dragonborn, the easiest way to find out is to get them pregnant.
well, Chadwick. No, I see. Well then.
note to self: do not make a lizard folk character.
Actually, question. Yeah, like as you kind of look, who else is in the forge? Is it just Chadwick, Arthur, Nathan, and Fran right now?
And the 4 eggs, yeah.
And the forge.
And the
Yeah,
Falcon.
the
fox.
little
Fox, yeah.
fox thing.
Hmm?
Yeah, there it is. Let's see. What I chalk it up. Can I think for a moment? Oh, right. I should probably see what Karas is up to. And he kind of like starts walking up the staircase. Like he leaves the forge and starts walking up the staircase.
He
Down.
starts.
Is it down?
Yeah, it is down.
Oh, sorry, I got the dimensions wrong.
It would be kind of funny for you to just walk up the stairs. The next layer up above caved in partially, so it's like only.
Oops, wrong place.
We really should fix that though. Now that you mentioned.
We just got this place.
Yeah, you literally got this place less than a 24 hours ago. You're literally just like,
Yeah.
It was more than 24 hours ago.
No, actually.
Like 24 hours since the official takeover.
Yeah, I'm gonna be legit. That's pretty accurate. He's pretty on the nose.
yeah,
Oh dear.
you're like speed
So this is
Virgil's
why I'm saying, like-
probably fallen asleep at this point then.
Yeah, exactly my point. Like, why are you guys so energetic, man? We've
Yeah,
been, like,
you should all go snooze. You know, you should.
I do plan to go snoozing.
Yeah.
It's just there's one more thing I need to do while I
Yeah.
have caress.
Snoozing? It's
I
like
need to-
is that like bathing and snoozing at the same time?
Yes, very risky but very rewarding.
24-hour hot tub stream, guys.
Fair and exclusive.
Only Farron's.
Oh no. With that, yeah, is Karas at his little poach, his little
Hey, he's there. He's chilling. He's vibing. Looking outside though, you realize something. You can see literally the path outside clearly. You see the forest, and you can see that some of the treetops in the forest start to shake, and then you see sections of the trees getting fallen down.
Hey laddie. Working nicely.
Nods.
So did the cat lady she ain't tabaxi is not different. Did the cat lady have her little talk with you?
it looks around as if trying to figure out who's a cat lady, and then it stares at one of the pews, and its eyes you can see dilate a bit, and then almost like with the hissing word voice, it goes, "We have nothing to talk about."
Ah, so you didn't kill each other. Great.
They're besties.
Oh, I'm sure Tarumak would be pleased with your professionalism. He pats him on the head.
He looks exceptionally. He looks turns at you happy with a smile, and he just goes, "He does."
Just like for like a solid like 30 seconds, he just like pats the dragon before finishing. Right after the our extensive talk, I did have a question about one thing under. He pulls up some papers, additional services, and I get most of this, but how do you go about scouting for allies? You just got a list?
I send out a lot of little copies of myself to ask for help. They're capable enough, they will come here. Who will they be? I don't know.
Oh, okay, so kind of like wide net.
Yes. Yes, why not? Where's why?
How many? How many of these
Ethan would
copies
be
can you
making
make?
down his stairs. Never been fishing before?
It looks at you confused. Anyway, what was the question, Farron?
How many of these shadows can you make?
As it starts to like think, all of a sudden you see several blobs of him, like small, like almost like ticks on his back scales manifest. It's like at the beginning, like 4 or 5, and then all of a sudden it just escalates to the point that the entire back is covered these smaller version of himself. As he goes, more than 20.
And these are the guys that let you do all of your little fancy tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to make you able to make more of them?
I need power.
Oh,
I can do a lot more stuff, but I need more power, and we will get power soon.
kind of looks inquisitively.
You shall get strong, and I shall get strong because of it.
Oh, like interesting. All right. Kind of nods his head, satisfied with the answer. And there is. Let's see. She looks over one more thing. Well, at some point, we're going to need some more people for our crew. I think once we're done with the vaults, you can send over your wide net, and we can start looking for people. Regardless, how are the first few vaults gone?
It's been less than an hour.
Oh, I felt like I slept for an hour. Fair realizing that 20-minute nap was not indeed several hours long.
Well, the first vault, the first vigilant, is empty. So there was not much to look at. Second vault are kind of tricky.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. With that said, good luck. I kind of looks out at the sky. How dark is it out right now? Is it like
It is
proper night?
going evening.
I'm gonna grab a snack. Wait, and go to bed. Wait a minute. Oh, things from. Do we have food here? He wanders off, and Van will be awake for like another 30 minutes before going to proper bed.
I'm gonna set up like some blankets and stuff in the forge. I'm just gonna sleep in the forge, away from the fire, but in the forge.
Eh. So, is that Nathan? What about you? Are you gonna snooze, Sergel? You gonna snooze?
I will take my long rest, but as I do not know how comfortable these are. The pews that we were talking about, like the benches in the main hall. Given that I need to just meditate instead of like full on sleeping, I'm just gonna do that while sitting on one of the benches.
So casual, not so casually observing your cat girl that you
No,
did.
no. Not looking at her. I'm basically sitting like on the other side of the aisle.
Uh-huh.
And the only thing that will be noticeable in that regard is the fact that he kind of goes, like, he starts moving less. So, like, he slows down moving, and at some point he just doesn't move at all, just, like, sits back. I would say, like, pretty relaxed. Pretty much as much relaxed as you can be in heavy armor. And,
Clang,
yeah,
clang. Oh
yeah.
god.
It's just noticeable that he doesn't move.
Sergel, what about you? Any final things for the evening?
Well, you would attempt to pray, but considering how long of a day it's been, he'd probably fall asleep.
And all of you goes falling asleep. And imagine if something terrible would happen during the night.
That's why I'm
Gosh, that
sitting
would be
close to the entrance.
hilarious.
Let me check some. Let's see, what time is it? Man. I would like everybody to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Na 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 na.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Wisdom.
And your advantage rolls are the worst I've ever seen.
At least I have been today.
Just in general, honestly.
You should see my luck with the elven accuracy. It's honestly disgusting. Like, on the bad side. But I'm still happy about every good roll I get because this just means I get to filter out all of the bad ones.
For other people, you know.
Oh man.
I soak it up for everyone else. I'm sacrificing myself.
You're sacrificing yourself. Man, all of you fucking succeeded. Holy shit.
Paladins do have great saving throws.
I know.
Is there, like, are we talking about dreams or something like in this case, or is there like a tangible source of something that bad?
We're about to find out.
Dreams.
Okay.
So,
Have you ever
all of
had
you.
a dream?
So, all of you wake up to the sound of the rain. Nicely pouring, raining. You feel all of a sudden the cold and the wetness take each and every one of you in your armor or whatnot. As all of you all of a sudden get wide awake in the midst of a rainstorm. You're no longer wherever you were in the Vigilance Hold and wherever you were huddled up for the night. You are somewhere in a muddy pathway or walk. Everything is dark. It is the middle of the dead night, and it's just raining. Everything is pouring down, and slowly but surely, you're getting drenched. What would you like to do? As you are literally within each other's eyesight.
Oh no! I think I've been sleepwalking.
I don't
Seems
think this
like
is
it.
as simple as sleepwalking.
Given that I never fully lose consciousness during the trance, was there just a moment where something blacked out for a second?
It's almost like you maybe for a second let your mind to wander, and as soon as you did, you just hear rain.
There's definitely something wrong here. I'm
Can I look up
definitely
at
not
the
living in my
stars?
sleep.
Where are we?
You look around, you see no characteristics of anything. It's basically, it's like relatively bright around you, but like 90 feet away, it's basically void. It's raining constantly, and there's no grass. It's just muddy road.
Are there any stars?
No, look up. It's just raining down at you.
And all of our stuff are on us?
Yes.
I'm gonna do cast guidance just to see what happens.
Nothing happens.
No magic.
Mm.
I think we might be on an anti-magic field. Or something. I smell. Is there any smells? So take the good whiff.
Take a
like
whiff.
evil.
You all take a great whiff, and you smell something odd, something you haven't. You wouldn't think you would smell this. You smell something delicious, very well cooked meat, heavily spiced as well, seemingly leading you just down the muddy road.
Well, if there's a road that's meant to be traveled. Theron takes the hammer off his holster, puts it on his shoulder. That thing's over his
Following
shoulder.
that
He
example,
starts walking.
Nathan draws his blade and also gets into what is effectively ready to be a combat situation and follows Farron through the rain.
It takes
Looks
you.
Looks like
aren't
the only
working.
way is forward.
know
As
spells are
Circle
also
also.
It,
I heard that. That sounded so good.
it
Um,
takes you less than a minute until all of a sudden the shadow dissipates in your direction. The rain almost dulls down and almost becomes non-existent, as in front of you, slowly but surely, is a massive large building where song can be heard, smells, emotions, and everything. You arrive at a tavern. Indistinct, does not have a name or anything. You can hear song by a handful of bards. You can hear cheers. You can hear screams. You can hear revelry. But you do not see people. You look through the lighted up windows, but you see no shadows dancing in them.
Does Divine Sense work here?
No. Or in your parentheses, I guess you don't know if you sense anything that is celestial, fiendish.
And just for clarification, are we all here or is it?
It's all of you. That is
One final
actually
question
that
about
would-
ifs.
Riddles
Uh,
is here.
Yeah. One final question about ifs.
And dagger.
Uh,
Don't forget about
Yes,
dagger.
yes.
Don't forget about dagger as well. Final question: is there an effect of true sight in here?
Oh yeah. You basically see nothing out of the ordinary from the outside. Yeah, you just don't see anything from the outside that's out of the ordinary. But the whole commotion and what you can see from the windows betrays that something is off immediately.
If this is a tavern and there are people drinking, I go up to the bar.
Well, you open the door, Farron, fully and bravely, and as you do, you dissipate into nothing but gold and ash. Farron, your fate is currently unknown. Nathan, Circle, Chadwick, get the two others. What are you gonna do?
Sorry,
Can
what
we
just
see
happened?
inside?
What just happened?
He opened up the door, and before he did a wide enough open, like most of his body just vanished into nothing, and there's now this small pile of golden sand, dust, sparkles on the ground.
Oh,
Nathan lowers the sword from his shoulder. And with the thing in hand, he kind of approaches that pile of sand, or like golden sand, what you said.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna like just try to like grasp at it for a second, realize whether or not it even fucking exists or whether that's just an illusion.
As you touch it and grab it, all of a sudden it just dissipates in your hand as you like try to munge it or just fold it into something meaningful. It just disappears in your hand, and now your hand is just full of nothing.
I'll be right behind him. I'll try and like look in through the windows and see if I can see anything actually inside.
See nothing.
Is there anywhere else to go in the on the road?
Well, I mean that's the first thing you come across. There are paths that go around the place, and you don't really know if it goes somewhere else. The town itself is not too big. 2 stories tall and about 70 by 80 feet size.
I'm gonna run a lap and see if there's any other windows to look through, any other entrances, and then come back to where we started.
Nope. There is not sound.
Seeing Chadwick return from this and probably grasping that this isn't good, or like there isn't any other way out of this, something is really wrong here.
We just saw our friend get turned into a pile of gold
Very much
and
so, yeah.
ash. So I must concur with your estimate. Do you think we should follow, or
That is either the best option or a blatant suicide. There's no way for us to figure out unless we test it.
I will grab for the handle.
You grab the handle, you
Yeah.
pull, and before you get like even a quarter, and all of a sudden, you see Chadwick dissipate into a bigger pile of golden sand, dust, whatever. And
I hope this is just a dream. And I also go to open the door.
Same here.
Okay, so all of you.
Oh, successful TPK.
It was that easy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Just kidding. Or am I? Thinking.
It's not a TPK yet.
It's not.
It's not a TPK so far.
So far, exactly. Give me a second. I need to just see which one is it. And the okay, there you go. Oh boy, ouch, 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 ouch. So, well, as you all guess one by one, and being fair in the first, you actually, well, you didn't even realize you opened the door fully. You just touch it, open it, and all of a sudden, this blaring golden light shines into your just skull. For a few seconds, you're blind beyond belief. And then, in front of you, there is golden halls that stretch out for miles of massive feasting grounds. You can see hundreds, if not thousands or more people of all races and all walks of life. You're somewhere. Can you, before you roll, actually, you realize before you do anything or say anything, all of a sudden, all the 5 other companions also chatting themselves out through the door behind you, and they're also greeted with this massive view. Can everybody roll me an insight check? Not insight, a religion.
Religion.
I haven't.
Yes.
Quickly.
I'm guessing the stream, the map in the stream is supposed to be completely blank.
Yes, because I'm gonna change it in a second. I need to figure out which one is the proper image. Not this one, but I think this one is proper. See. Where is it? Hey, I found it. Nice. Boop. There you go. Okay, okay, Nathan. Nathan and Farron, both of you succeeded. Roll me a perception and an insight check.
Perception first.
Circle's like, I have no idea on.
Perception.
Yeah, perception and insight.
All of us, or just some?
No.
You
Farron,
and me.
you also, yeah. Because
Okay.
you successfully did religion check, so you can.
Alright. Perception and insight. Let's see what I do.
So for all of you, as you look upon the door to the outside that you came from, looks like a normal door, right? But you do not see any lock nor a handle to get out. As you peer into the countless of masses, tables, and feasting halls as far as the eye can see, for everybody else, you're kind of just stunned by the gold and the light and everything else. Chadwick, Nathan, you panic. Specifically for you, Theron. You peruse the lore of all kinds of places for the sake of, knowing the best way to live out your glory. And there is one place by one handful that is considered the great halls of feasting after a warrior fulfilled their purpose in the mortal plane after their death to travel here to eternally feast, drink, fight, and hunt Valhalla. This depicts almost one-to-one of what you expect, as feasting, drinking, and fighting can be seen as far as I can see, but it also gives you a revelation that you might be dead. Same for you, Nathan. But then as you look upon, and Farron, because you rolled a 33, you know many things, even realms of death or afterlife can be achieved by mortals. Not really knowing how you came here, or is this just an illusion of some greater being, you can clearly spot with Nathan, you clearly can spot that there are different types of people here, just looking. And something feels odd about them. Nathan, you realize something. Just looking at the people. There's about 2,000 people here. Just looking down, just observing. Completely not minding that you're there observing. You see that there is almost like a glowing golden tattoos on some faces of individuals. Same what you ascribe to an ASMR, but on other races. Dwarves, elves, dragonborn, Zerpoke. You immediately suspect that those people were, with those marks, which is the majority in these halls, are dead. Dead. While the rest of them are their visitors? Are they also just stumbled upon here, like you have? You really have no clue, but nevertheless, welcome to Valhalla. Glorious afterlife. What would you like to do?
I'm looking over to Farron.
Theron's squinting out as you look upon all these faces. Question arises. I am a man who's dedicated to understanding the legends of the past. Do I recognize any of these faces?
Ooh. Roll me a perception with disadvantage.
Perception check?
Yeah.
Alright, this is just to see who I see. Alright. We're gonna make the lands all around. 21.
21. Man. You rolled me a D100. 40.
The most average shit ever. John Mundane walks into
John Mundane walks into the view. You look. Roll me a history check. Because you see one heavily scarred elf, like extremely scarred, and most of those scars are basically filled with the golden light. 28. Oh boy. Oh Jesus Christ. Damn. So there was once an elf about 2 centuries ago that was in cahoots with the green goblin horse during the Green Tide. His name was Varus the Greenholder. He was an assassin for hire and essentially sold his soul for a bit of power. His demise was met, like most people in that era, by a band of adventurers or heroes. And while he was considered to be an evil, like incredibly evil man in his lifetime, apparently not, seeing that he is here.
Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna yell out.
You're gonna just be like,
Yeah, his name. I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. Give it to me one more time.
Varas. Give me a second.
Baras.
Give me a second. There you go.
Baras. Alright, Baras. Baras? Did you end up here?
The elf was mid-swing of the ale and just looks around as his name is getting called out and just looks at you. Do I fucking know you?
You fucking don't.
Then bugger off! Continues to drink.
And he looks around. Oh no, this is really hot Valhalla, mate. He looks around over here.
Can anybody else roll me perception check?
Sure thing.
God,
I won't know anybody who I see, but I'll go ahead
A
and roll.
second. 26 in total.
26. Holy shit.
Ooh, a 6. Circle's just along for the ride.
Oh man. Oh no. Oh, fuck's sake, this is gonna be great. Can you...
Sorry,
what?
Wait! Hold on!
What?
No! That's the 3rd session in a row!
Alright, guys, I have to admit something. I've hacked into the bot. I've been making the roll time.
You know, you
That
give
sentence
you
is
give a
This
good
isn't- this-
you give a good gander. You give a good gander around here. You know, just seeing through the things of, like, you know, hundreds, thousands, and your eyes that are blind, socketless. You see, like, plenty of things you've seen and haven't seen. You've seen Loxodons, the Baxi, you know, Genasi, and then you see something that just for a brief second you just like look over. It's like, this is like a nice looking scrap of bronze just walking around. You take a double take. You see a familiar individual, Nathan. The one that makes you panic. You see your king, I guess, if you want to refer him to him as such. You see Lecter just minding his business with a flagon of ale and seemingly just walking. It just poured something in the crowd.
Do we all see Lecter?
Well, Nathan sees him because he rolled a fucking 20.
Circle certainly doesn't.
Yeah.
It would
20.
be that Nathan becomes transfixed at something for a few seconds.
Something catch your eye, laddie.
Certainly. And I like nod in the direction of Lecter. A bronze head should be noticeable.
Alright, time to start waddling.
You just gotta like, yeah, fucking Lecter.
Can I have your autograph?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, he's the one who told us not to play the travel, so I'm hoping he throws us back.
That's the best part. Cause oh my god, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you like a 99, 100 on this, and I rolled a fucking 100. So, are you gonna follow Lecter to see where he goes?
Oh yeah, I'm waddling.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It takes about like 3 minutes to just wander, basically from one to one, and eventually you come across like a less populated area, like less less like just still people, but less crowded, and there are more tables with almost you feel like designated guests or something. Farron,
Yo.
you can clearly all see where Lecter is wandering with the flag of ale, and you realize it's not for him, but for his guests, acquaintance, something. As you see, the person who gets the flask is none other but how do I say this? Trugmar. You see the table where Lecter sits down and just shoves the ale in front of him to the person next to is literally your patron god, who looks at the flask of ale, stares at it for a few seconds, and stares back at Lecter with almost killing intent, while Lecter just lays down on the chair and just kind of stares down at Trugmar. Yeah. Yeah.
Oi!
Who you gonna oi?
I'm oing at the table, projecting my.
Nathan just kind of wants to melt.
I think by now Sergal has probably realized the kind of people who are here.
Yeah, I think you could put it together at this point, Circle.
He's
The
pretty
following conclusion: this is bad.
gobsmacked.
All right. I start waddling over to the table.
Oh god, he's just gonna walk to the table. Okay, so well, what does happen is, of course, you walk to the table. It's a table for 12 people, and at the moment 3 seats are occupied. One is Lecter on the left, and on the right opposite of him is Strugmar, and beside him on the next chair over is, well, I guess Farron, you know him quite well because you met him again, Zircon.
Sarkon? Trugmar? What you guys doing here?
I am
Man, what a fancy meeting you here. Real fancy meeting you here, energy.
I can't. He's so fucking bolsterous now. He's like, ooh, what are you doing, my fellow? Oh god.
How's it going, fellow gods?
Literally. Let's see.
Nathan is going to cast Sending using the Sending Stone, sending a message to Farron, who's literally like 30 feet away. You've had better ideas. That's just it.
Fair enough.
Sergal is sticking with Nathan.
I recommend watching this from afar.
Oh man. Oh, so only okay. Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, are there any other tables nearby? Wait a second. Are there any other tables nearby where you could sit down watching the scene?
There is. But can you roll a persuasion check, Farron?
Yes.
You really just like how you do, my fellow kids.
22. Let's go.
Huh.
Enough to not immediately get smited. I'm okay with this.
You think?
For sure, you think.
I hope, bro. I gotta be optimistic here.
You gotta
We
be
die.
optimistic. Jesus fucking Christ. Give me a second. I need to find the image again. Where's my boy? It's been a while since I got him out. Where is he?
Oh, we need that quickly. Nathan, grab the Lecter picture. We need that as well.
Which
Guy. There you go.
Your last rendition, my dude.
Oh man, this is just not awkward, but holy, like, yeah. Oh, got the picture. There you go. There you go. Oh boy, as oh, Christ, dude.
This one? Why does it post it as spoiler?
I have no clue.
It is a spoiler.
It is
For the end of the last campaign.
Yeah, it is. So, what you basically see is what about to be been like almost like a discussion or something, as like you assume they're just met, and all of a sudden Baron's just like, "Oh, what you up to, my god?" So, all of a sudden, the three heads shift their gaze from each other to you. Lecter looks curiously at least, squinting his eyes, kind of tilting his head. Zircon gives you a wide smile, but passive insight tells you that it's not a wholeheartedly greeting, but more of a, "Oh, you fucked up." As Trumar looks at you, and you can only imagine as fast as a volcano can erupt, his face goes from like this kind of not caring neutral to almost enraged. As he looks at you, stares at you, and says, "What did you say, boy?"
He looks left, then he looks right. What are you doing here? I thought you were alive and well.
He's fucking crying. Oh!
This is the most pure-hearted question. Just
is it the pure-hearted question?
very much so. He's wondering why his god is dead.
Oh
At least one thing
boy.
anyone could. Confirm.
Can you roll me to hit with your weapon?
What? Oh, okay. Confusion.
You're being
65.
Can you roll me an
God.
insight check?
Oh. Yes.
Ooh. Can you
don't
roll me
see.
2d100s?
What have I gotten myself into?
Ooh,
96. The most
So-
extreme.
What happens?
Those are the two most extremes on both ends.
What happens next from outside the table of Farron and Trugmar is Trugmar almost with like a sudden shift with like from his right side to the left slightly. He just extends his fist with a single motion and just tries to punch you straight in the face, Farron. Before you can even react, all of a sudden in front of you, almost not manifesting, but your hammer just plops in your hand and literally not dodges, but literally blocks the attack. The hammer pushes not deep into your skull, but literally just shoves your fucking face into it, as the impact is mostly sucked by the hammer.
Yeah. I I rub my nose, a tiny bit of blood just swipes off of it.
Zircon looks at you pleased and says, "Well, that's quite a reflex on that one." Looks at Trugmar. "I guess you placed your gift well." Trugmar just looks at you, Farron just kind of sighs. Looks around. Looks up. and gives a whistle. Out of the sky, just like the ceiling is about 80, 90 feet. But out of the fucking ceiling, all of a sudden manifests what seems to be a wooden angel. He just free falls about 60 feet before starts to glide next to you. And Trugmar just kind of points and says, "Ale." The angel literally flies off immediately after.
Insight check. Is that for him or me?
That's a good question. That's a good...
Can I insight this?
Sure.
Because if it's for me, I can sit at the table. If it's not, I have to stay standing. That is...
That is for you.
Hey, I'm about to do something very stupid.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
He looks at one of the seats. May I?
He looks at you and nods.
And I take his...
Did you take a seat? He all of a sudden leans back in the chair, Trugmar, grabs a flag of ale that was provided by Lecter, and drinks all of it within a few seconds. As he does that, he literally chucks the mug through the hole, as within a few seconds, it just goes out of your reach. Like, as in, you cannot see it anymore.
It's probably still flying, but just hasn't hit a wall yet.
As it bellows out, "I'm not dead. I am here to discuss terms." As his gaze turns to Lecter. As Lecter almost mockingly basically mimics the stature of Trugmar.
I'm just chilled out, man, honestly. Like, if my feet were long enough, they would be on the table.
Knowing Electa, if you were to do that, you wouldn't keep those feet for a while. Partial disintegration and everything.
He nods at the statement Trugmar gave. Oh, så jag får ta vatten nu. As he kind of just waits for the drink to come.
Trugmar strokes his beard. And then also, for first time for never, his face doesn't look one of war, of conflict or whatnot, but of genuine curiosity. How did you get here? You are not dead.
Oh, isn't that quite a relief to hear? Almost believed I was shanked in my sleep. Kinda disappointed, honestly. But if I'm not dead, I guess I dreamt it up.
Trugmar just looks back at Zircon and looks back across the table towards Lecter, and just he bellows out again. "Is this your divine intervention?" Lecter shakes his head. "No. Somebody else's, perhaps, but not mine.
Oh
Better
yeah,
for
sorry,
you to do."
didn't mean to travel planes. Motions over today.
You're just a
Nathan is currently burying his face in the menu.
Sorry, Lecter. My automatic correct kicked in there. I motioned over to Lecter as I apologize for accidentally traversing planes.
If I am not mistaken, the only way you would be here if you were dead, so that means Your bodies are still in the material plane, so that means technically you still haven't broken the promise you have given me. So consider this a warning, if you will.
He looks back at the hallway, looking for the angel with the drink.
Yeah, within a good like fucking 20 seconds, you just see the same
The
angel.
service here is terrible.
Literally.
The music is just, the music bot is dying. Oh no.
It's
The music bot is going to Valhalla.
Yeah. It's a bit of...
For Valhalla!
I'm waiting for the best darn drink of my life. This is a Valhalla drink. You think I'm gonna pass up on it?
Yeah.
Also,
Also, there's.
Oh god, I want to do something stupid as fuck.
Jesus Christ, what are you gonna do, Nathan?
Nathan has been like sitting at a table with the rest of the group so far, and he's looking at the situation with Farron. The fact that he almost got punched in the face for this, and with a deep breath, he'll approach the table and, like, you know, I assume the chairs that everyone's sitting on have like back leans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
I'll basically just pose my hands on the back lean of Farron, basically standing behind him.
Oh hell yeah.
Nice.
I got an entourage.
Sergal, contrary to the very tense inner reactions of Nathan and the kind of carefree actions of Farron, first of all, he is ordering one drink. Second of all, are there musicians in here playing music?
Oh god, no.
He's not going to play. He's not going to play. He's not that arrogant to think he's not completely outmatched. He's going to watch them play and try to, like, glean some of their... How do you put it?
Insight.
Divine insight.
Method. Yeah, their insight.
Roll me a perception.
Yep, still garbage.
Purely average. John Mundane would be proud.
Man,
Hard
you
to
can,
follow their fingers.
Yeah, you cannot. Boy.
I guess Chadwick, kind of picking up the vibe of this place, would start looking around. Do I see any of the upper Fae?
Perception.
No.
Oh no!
Man, none of you,
no.
all of you are like fucking blind.
Aaron just ate all the luck not to immediately die for that interaction.
Genuinely asking though, has there been a reaction to the fact that I've integrated myself to the table?
Yes. As the Farron finished, I guess received his ring, you just see the glare of Lecter shift from quite swiftly from almost like looking around, like seeing Zircon, Trugmard, and Farron, and then his eyes tilt up to you, and just you see his scorching orange eyes stare at you, and his gaze does not shift away.
Nathan, Lecter, Nathan.
We have talked before.
Lecter just kind of looks at you, and if the metallic face could make a smile, you think he is grinning at you. It just kind of softly proclaims, "The one who was spared one that was given a chance to walk away.
Few times actually. One of your brothers almost killed me as well.
Oh no, I was referring exactly that moment. Imagine what would happen if taken half of. Nevertheless, good to see it. He seems to be just kind of staring at you for a bit. Were you one of those that left for their own personal games or other reasons?
Personally, I just kind of wanted to see different skies, quite literally.
Roll me an insight check on him. Just roll me an insight check on us.
26.
For a briefest of seconds, or briefest of moments, you see a glare colder than steel at the bottom of the ocean. You see immediate intent to kill. His mind swirling, trying to figure out which way would be most efficient, and then his glare changes attitude. You know, he for a few seconds saw you as a traitor, as a thing that needs to be just plucked out. But then he kind of reminisced about something that he did before he became king. And he kind of got himself a little bit of insight staring at you. As his face, as his glare just kind of shifts away back at Trugmar. Yes, so we're here to discuss a ceasefire of
Mom?
sorts.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Mom!
I just imagine Circle yelling
I
out.
pressed the mute button, thinking I was unmuted, but it was the opposite.
That was so cut, so perfect.
But yeah, Fletcher continues. We're here to discuss a ceasefire of sorts, and this place was considered a neutral ground where none of the parties would partake in any volatile and or hostile actions against each other. You and I procured something for a token of my goodwill. As you might have noticed, all of a sudden the glare shifts from Trugmar to you, Farron.
He smiles.
Demons are afoot. They're
Quite a bit.
plentiful across the world at all times, but there have been an escalation of them. And of course, the whole prophecies upon prophecies. Sometimes I wish I didn't know it that much, but it is how it is. Nevertheless, in order for everything to go smoothly and the world not perishing in flames in the matter of months, a ceasefire needs to be arranged, and I guess being allies instead of foes in the time of crisis, when our goals are one and the same, would be extremely beneficial, would it not? Trevor looks at the lecturer, leans across the table towards him, and just kind of points at him. Yeah, keep to your islands, little tin man. The Empire and the north of it are my domain. Yeah, everybody roll me a perception check. Again,
Oh boy, that's gonna go well.
it can be very fucking awful in a second.
I'm rolling like garbage.
22.
I really am.
Oh my. No! Oh no.
I wish Chad would be closer.
Oh,
That
this
could've
is
been
fucking
advantage.
gonna be awful. Shavik, you're just gonna. Yeah, I think Chadwick is like the person who's like still on the another table, right? Just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chadwick
Sergel-
and Sergel.
Yeah. So while everybody's kind of doing their own things, Chadwick, you just kind of stare and look around, and literally next to you on your right sits a new person. Well, it's not a new person actually. You've seen this person before. It's Helena next to you, staring at the table where Trugmar, Lecter, Nathan, Farron are basically chilling. She seems to be just staring with interest. Jarek, any comment you wish to say?
If looks could kill, I think your mission would be done already.
Elena just
You,
stares at you, Cherry, and just says, I just had to make sure that your souls weren't getting crushed somewhere in the ether or in the abyss. Where do your souls travel? Why are they so loose?
Honestly, I don't know. I think they're picking up on my very chill vibes. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine approaching my god like he just did. That's crazy.
He says nothing, but just continues to stare.
You're telling
As,
me that's
I
probably
guess-
the line.
I guess the conversation between Trugmar and Lecter continues. As, you know, Trugmar doesn't want Lecter to go anywhere beyond his little island. Lecter just pronounces, well, I still have your horn. If I need you somewhere specific, I still can call upon you. As you're always eager for a fight. Trugmar just stares. And he sighs. As he just says, you made your point, thin man. He then stands up and literally kicks the chair behind him. The chair immediately goes like 20 feet backwards before it starts spinning on the ground and splintering for another 50 feet. Looks at Zircon and just gives a nod. As Zircon stands in the chair, looks at Lecter and then both you, Nathan, and Baron says, well, the discussions have been concluded. You stay in your island and you shall have your peace. As all of a sudden, both of them, Trugmar and Zircon, vanishes into reddish mist.
And off they go.
Hmm.
He looks over to Nathan. Hey! Loved your work in the archipelago. Small request. Me and my laddies have seemed to have found ourselves lost in Valhalla. Apparently bodies singing one piece. Something funky about. Mind sending us back.
Nathan just deflates behind you.
Lecter stares at both of you and just kind of shakes his head. I suggest you enjoy your place here as much as you want. If you truly want to go back, I suggest you causing yourself a bit of shock. Plunging a knife to your heart will do greatly if you wish to wake up.
You mean we can end it in the bar fight? He drinks another. He takes another gulp out of the drink.
I mean, that is the designated place.
Oh fuck yeah! A question: what's the closest person I can throw a mug at?
Nathan behind you.
No, not Nathan. Anyone but our group.
Lecter.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
Well, you said it. Well, I'm gonna. Wait. As I toss up the mug and throw it full force at Nathan's face.
Lecters or
Lecters.
Nathan or
Lecters.
Lecter?
Lecters.
Oh,
Oh no!
I am a man of true equality. God or not, you shall.
can Sergal use his reaction to duck?
I'm
I have a bad feeling about
Fuck in general, fair enough. I hope
Oh,
I hope
God.
Nathan has a sense of humor. Not likely. As yeah, I don't know if I can actually hit his AC, but can I throw and use my strength hit modifier regardless?
Yeah, roll to hit. Also, give me a second. I'm gonna run up and down a staircase.
$26. That doesn't hit his AC, but you know this is a peace discussion. Maybe he doesn't have all of his fancy stuff on.
Nathan. I think Nathan can say that Lecter doesn't care where he is. He always wears it. He doesn't want to be
Oh my
taken.
god! So what happened?
What I would like
by
to
surprise.
say is Nathan's AC is 30. Lecter's AC is 30
I know.
before he applies his war bonuses.
I know. So here's what happens, Farron. You basically chuck the mug at full strength at Lecter, hitting him straight in the forehead. The fucking wooden mug breaks and shatters and splitters, while Lecter does not flinch. He just stares at you. Well, now what remains of ale and wood chips just go across his face. And then what he does is just points a finger at you and says, "My turn."
Oh! I jumped out of seat.
Can you roll me a charisma saving throw with disadvantage?
Question: can I use the shield? Can I use the shield?
No, because this is not another spell.
All right. All right. Let's. Actually, it's my.
Nice knowing you, Farron.
Thank you.
That doesn't reach it. As he extends his finger and he just does this motion like a firing thing. All of a sudden, Nathan, in front of you, Farron, the most heated dwarf
Wait a
you
second,
ever
wait a
seen.
second, wait a second, wait a second. Important. My bonus is 2 points higher. My
Oh.
charisma bonus.
36.
No. as he
Last
extends
my
his,
knowledge point, he was at 35, so.
he extends his finger, just does one motion, and Farron in the chair just vanishes. The chair is now empty.
Fun.
Now that has come to pass, Nathan just like kind of pulls back the seat and actually takes the seat.
The finger is still pointing at the chair.
Don't worry, I will do this myself.
Throws a mug at Lecter. To repeat.
Okay, does he see our promise?
The mug that Tarumak threw actually traveled around the world once and is now hitting me in the back of the head.
Oh god.
No, I'm like sitting down and going from a slightly amused but incredibly concerned face that was the Farron scene just now to a bit more serious point.
Sergal is going to stand up and stand where Nathan was behind Farron.
It's in line. Line up, boys. We're getting executed. Huh? No, we have been tasked by our leader Tarumak to embark on a journey soon, which will take us to the elemental plane of air. And there's nothing I can do to stop this happening. But I thought I might as well inform you, given that you have warned us of doing so under the threat of death.
Well, it's nice that you asked. Nevertheless, you have my permission.
Thank you very much.
One of those things that I was told to tell you. I intend to.
You know, this is probably a game that we are very far away from actually playing in. But just how much damage did we cause with that? From what I've heard, basically, most of the major planes got upset in some variation.
It is a fascinating thing that happened, honestly. It's not that one floodgate opened, it's that most floodgates opened simultaneously, and before any actual damage came to our realm, each other realm essentially nullified each other's currents. Albeit, for now. Hey, did you hear what I said?
Hmm?
You hear what I say?
Yes, yes, yes. Guess that's at least slightly encouraging to hear. I'm still sorry about the mess our group caused. Still, things have been evolving nicely.
Fletcher just kind of looks up above a bit, stares up at the ceiling. You could say I foresaw that somewhat. Did I foresaw this meeting? Yes. With you? No. I am young. So much. He seems to just stare now at the ceiling above you.
You know what? I'll actually look up there as well. Trying to figure out if he's looking at anything specific or just...
Roll me a perception and insight.
I'm rolling like garbage today.
That's the perception. And
Wow!
I have no fucking clue what he's just staring at.
Wow! That's one hell of an insight.
No.
He's thinking about how to kill you right now. It's real.
You know what? You know what? Divine intervention. Roll me D100.
That's the second session in a row someone has gotten double nat ones.
Oh no. So. Oh god. So, Nathan, you look and you think to yourself, maybe you see something, and you look at the nice bright wooden ceiling, and then you hear this whirling. As you try to look, you look to your left and you see this blur of a mug hit you straight in the fucking face. Thurgle.
Am I able to use my reaction to interpose my shield?
To do what now?
Interpose my shield between the mug and the face.
Sure, roll a strength saving throw against Trugamar.
That's
Oh,
9 instead of
boy.
aura bonus.
Jesus Christ.
I was typing in the wrong place.
You better not 20
You're
this week.
If it had once, oh shit, this is gonna be fucking awful.
athletics
arm
check
twins.
or just a saving throw?
Strength save.
Strength save.
Okay. And your bonus is what, Nathan?
Plus 9.
Ooh.
Pretty
That's actually
darn good. Sergal is not like trying to stop the mug. He's just like kind of angling it. It's not a full-on hit.
Well,
Alright, seeing mugs are flying, I'm gonna pick up a mug and just lob it in a random direction.
Chaos reigns. No.
See, look,
92.
Oh.
simple question.
Yeah.
With a 92, you can hit Lecter if you want. You wanna hit Lecter?
No. He poofed me. You got that.
I will hit Lecter and then look in a random direction.
So, Nathan, you see the swirl. You see Sergal step in front of you. He has his shield. He fucking winces back and literally just goes on your lap with the fucking force. His entire hand just goes with this jettison motion upwards as the hundreds of splinters just fucking scatter as the fucking tanker just implodes. And for the briefest second, you're like, you're alive, all is good. You look at Lecter, and Lecter looks at you, and then you see just from your vision, just look just a bit to the left, and you see Chadwick like with the full strength, just with his whole body, man, just swings his arm with the fucking mug towards Lecter. Can you roll me to hit Chadwick?
This would just be my strength.
Yeah, strength.
Sorry, I'm trying to work off my phone for everything right now. That is...
Yeah, so Nathan, you basically just look to your left, you see Chadwick just fucking full swing, and the fucking mug full impact into Lecter's head. Same as with Farron, he does not flinch. The fucking shards scatter everything, and he extends his finger towards Chadwick. Chadwick, charisma saving throw with disadvantage.
At least they're together.
Alright, and that is...
just fucking finger.
26.
All of a sudden, Chadwick gone, vanishes. All of a sudden, Nathan, he looks at you and just points his finger at you. Any final words?
One try.
My
I will try to attack him.
Hey, with the what?
We got the adamantine blade.
Well, hold on, Nathan.
Yes.
Nathan, wait.
Oh,
I'm still currently basically on top of you.
That is none of my worries.
oh no.
I am the one person who did not try to attack a god. Just saying.
No backbone.
So I would like to
Says
roll
the
to
one who
attack him.
disappeared first.
Technically,
Yeah,
a
roll
roll
to hit.
saving throw.
Roll to hit.
Shenanigans.
Oh my! The first hit. Oh my god. Roll damage.
Is Lecter considered an evil line creature?
No.
Five and 52.
Oh,
Oh, I have a simple question to tell you, to ask you, Ethan. Did you ever told Lecter your name?
I have not.
Good.
Hmm.
Anyway, charisma saving throw as a legendary action. Points finger.
you should have activated your aura. Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
God.
Circle.
Can I do
you-
one final gesture? One final gesture, just as a slight fuck you.
Reaction, yeah.
If I get attacked by someone with a charisma, wisdom, or intelligence saving throw, I can get a reaction of inflicting 2d8 plus my charisma psychic damage to them.
Ha!
He takes 17 points of psychic damage. As a final slight headache as I leave the plane.
Circle. Before you can react, Lecter just points his finger at you. Gone. Circle. You wanna roll me a fucking charisma saving throw?
Circle's just going to willfully fail. Like, there's no salvaging this.
Okay. And one by one, you all wake up at the morning.
Yeah, I did get left to
Individuals.
send us back.
And it's over. And it's done. There you go.
Oh.
I look.
That
Actually-
was
We're all in
the
a group.
single worst dream. Although the beer was good.
You guys hear a laugh, an audible laugh from the room down the hallway. You know which room? Oh,
Just a whole. Just a.
just like
Anyway.
oh.
Okay. I think now we're gonna end the session because it's been a bit.
Yeah.
We gotta
The cat
relax.
still sitting in
Yeah.
the bench.
Yes. Say whatever you want to say before I'm finished. No one knows survivors go.
Smite.
Smite,
Smite.
smite, 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 smite,
It's over. It's gone.